Coco Gauff overtakes U.S. tennis legend Serena Williams with latest Cincinnati Open victory and sends four-word message. The 21-year-old advanced to the quarterfinals of the Cincinnati Open on Thursday. Coco Gauff defeated Lucia Bronzetti in the round of 16 on Thursday afternoon. She beat the Italian in a two-set match, 6-2 and 6-4. Gauff will look to win her second Cincinnati Open title in 3 years as she waits for the winner of Jasmine Paolini and Barbara Krejcikova. But after Thursday's win, she made history by passing the iconic Serena Williams. Since the Tier 1/WTA 1000 format was introduced in 1990, Gauff now has the third most quarterfinal appearances in such events with 19 before turning 22. Williams had 18 before her 22nd birthday. Gauff is just one back behind Maria Sharapova with 20. However, she won't be able to pass Marina Hingis, who is at the top with 39 quarterfinals before age 22. Gauff will be 22 on March 13th next year, so she still has time to claim the number 2 spot. After the win, Gauff opened up about her play, as she admitted she still could have played better while noting her tough opponent. "For most part, I played aggressive," Gauff said. "Maybe got a bit passive in some of those games. But it's tough. The balls are super light, and they fly. She wasn't giving me much pace. I was trying to play with control but also aggressive. For the most part, one thing I did well. I had chances in a couple of those games. I missed a couple balls. But I learned from it and was able to close it out." Gauff's quarterfinal match against either Paolini or Krejcikova will be on Friday. Her first WTA 1000 title was in 2023 when she beat the then world number 1 IGA Swiatek in the semifinals and world number 10 Karolina Muchova in the final. The then 19-year-old was the youngest champion in the tournament's history. The title came just a month before Gauff won the U.S. Open a month later for her first major singles title, as she defeated Aryna Sabalenka. When Coco Gauff walked off the court in Cincinnati, the scoreboard told one story. History told another. With her latest victory, the 21-year-old American didn't just move into the next round. She quietly stepped past a milestone once owned by the greatest name in modern U.S. tennis, Serena Williams. And then, in a post-match interview, Gauff looked straight into the camera, smiled that easy, unshaken smile, and delivered a four-word message. The work's not done. The win, that meant more. It wasn't a Grand Slam final, nor was it a gold medal match. But on a breezy Cincinnati evening, Gauff's straight sets victory pushed her to a career-high number of match wins in the tournament's history for an American woman, surpassing Serena's mark. The stat might sound niche, but for Gauff, it was layered with meaning. This was Serena's playground, an event she had dominated, celebrated, and in many ways, used as a springboard to sharpen her game before New York's bright lights. To be even mentioned in the same sentence as Serena, Gauff paused during her press conference. That's surreal. But it's also fuel to keep going. Because there's so much more I want to do. The passing of numbers, not of torches. Numbers don't tell the whole story. Serena's career was a symphony of domination, played over 2 decades. Gauff is in her opening movements. But every now and then, the tennis calendar produces moments where eras brush against each other, where a stat line becomes a symbolic handshake between generations. Former players and analysts were quick to weigh in. "This isn't about replacing Serena," ESPN's Pam Shriver said. "It's about Coco carving her own space in history while still drawing inspiration from the legends who came before her." The match in motion. Her opponent, Italy's Lucia Bronzetti, came in with nothing to lose, a dangerous position for any top seed to face. But from a first ball, Gauff's intensity was unmissable. She stepped inside the baseline on returns, ripped her backhand with authority, and slid into forehands like a sprinter hitting the bend. When Bronzetti tried to disrupt the rhythm with looping topspin and sharp angles, Gauff responded by taking the ball early, turning defense into offense. The crowd at the Lindner Family Tennis Center fed off her energy, roaring at each big point. By the final game, Gauff's confidence was so high she dropped a featherlight drop shot on match point, an exclamation mark on statement performance. The 4 words heard loudest. In the on-court interview, the microphone hovered near her mouth as fans leaned forward, phones in hand. That's when she gave a soundbite that echoed beyond Cincinnati. The work's not done. 4 words. Simple. Sharpened. It was both a warning to rivals and a mantra for herself, a reminder that milestones are stepping stones, not finish lines. A Serena connection that runs deep. Gauff has never hidden her admiration for Serena and Venus Williams. She's spoken often about watching their matches as a child, studying their games, and internalizing their mental toughness. When she upset Venus at Wimbledon in 2019, it wasn't a passing of the torch moment. She insists there's only one Venus, but was the start of a journey shaped by those who came before her. Now, to surpass Serena in any category, however specific, feels like a full-circle moment. It's not about breaking records just to say I did, Gauff explained. It's about knowing that the path Serena and Venus created makes moments like this possible for me. The broader context. Cincinnati has become a proving ground for Gauff. It's the kind of tournament that strips away hype and leaves only the hard realities of form, fitness, and adaptability. With the U.S. Open just around the corner, this win signals she's peaking at the right time. Her stats in Cincinnati this year are startling. First serve win percentage, 78%. Break points saved, 85%. Net approaches won, 70%. That last number might even earn Annabelle Croft's approval. Reactions from the tennis world. Social media lit up almost immediately. Billie Jean King tweeted, "Coco's future is as bright as her spirit. Keep pushing, champ." Madison Keys chimed in with a more playful post, "Leave some records for the rest of us," followed by a wink emoji. Even Serena herself, while not commenting directly, liked an Instagram post celebrating Gauff's milestone, a subtle but meaningful nod from the GOAT herself. What's next for Gauff? The beauty and challenge of tennis is that history doesn't wait. Gauff's next match looms, and with it, another opponent trying to halt her momentum. Her coach, Per Riba, is already shifting focus. "We celebrate tonight, but tomorrow it's back to work." Coco's hungry, and that's the best version of her. With the U.S. Open draw approaching, this win does more than pad her resume. It sends a signal that she's ready to carry the momentum into New York, where the lights are brighter and the noise louder. A moment in the making. For the fans in Cincinnati, it was a night of cheers, selfies, and perhaps a bit of disbelief that a 21-year-old could already be rewriting American tennis records. For Gauff, it was a checkpoint, a reminder that the journey is long but the direction is right. As she signed autographs along the front row, one young fan shouted, "You're the next Serena." Gauff laughed and shook her head. "I'm just Coco," she said softly, before disappearing down the tunnel. But somewhere deep down, she knows she's walking a road once paved by Serena herself, and she's making it her own.